Guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. And if you're new, make sure to stick around because I do a lot of lifestyle, mommy videos, and also DIYs and a lot more. So make sure you stick around because we're going to be doing a lot of organization videos really soon and all of that fun stuff. So today's video is actually a DIY video, which is really exciting. As you can see, my banner over here, that's one of my DIYs. You guys would love these DIYs. They came out super cute. I am obsessed with them, and they're more like on the pinky tones of Valentine's Day decor. So I hope you guys get some ideas from these DIYs, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like any or all of my DIYs today. They are really cute. Like I said, most of these things are Dollar Tree items. The bigger item is Dollar Tree. I did use a lot of the little decoration pieces to decorate my items, like the ribbon and the little trims and stuff like that. And I did order some of those things from Amazon, or I had them from Hobby Lobby, or I already had it in my craft stash. So I'll try to link everything that I use down below if it's not from Dollar Tree, if I find it. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to stick around because we will have so many amazing videos. And let's go on with the video. So for the first DIY, I went ahead and got this beautiful heart container from the Dollar Tree with cute print. And I also got these flowers from Amazon. They're not from Dollar Tree, but they are inexpensive. I'm going to link them down below if you guys are interested. They're so cute. Dollar Tree does have similar ones to those. They do have these, which I'm obsessed with, but they didn't have enough for all of my DIYs. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab some foam. You can get this one at the Dollar Tree, but I'm gonna use this one, which I already had, from something that I had ordered. Then I went ahead and placed the heart down and kind of traced it, outlined it with my scissors, cutting all around the shape. I pushed it down to kind of help the shape go down a little bit. And I grabbed this little knife that I have. Yes, it's a butter knife. I do keep one in my craft stash, but it helps me with a lot of things. So I just went ahead and pushed it all the way down, and as you can see, we got the little shape already. Then I went ahead and grabbed my roses and folded the stem. The stem is really easy to work with, very flexible, so I folded it twice. Then off camera, I went ahead and did this same thing to every single rose. I kind of estimated how many roses I needed for this project, and I prepped each and every single one and started kind of filling them in. First around the outside of the shape, and then I went ahead and filled in the inside, and I thought this came out super cute. It didn't take the shape as well as I wish it would have, but it's still really cute. So I have this pearl, like it's called pearl wrap. I call it like a trim type of thing. It's so cute, and I got it from the Dollar Tree a while ago. And I'm going to go ahead and put that around the side over here. And I also grabbed these pearls, which I also grabbed from the Dollar Tree. And I kind of put them in random spots, but later on you guys will see I did a heart shape. So I'm going to go ahead and off camera glue this to the container. Then I had these tiny little roses, which I got from Amazon. I had them in my craft stash, and here it is. Here's the finished product, and it came out so gorgeous. It looks so cute, and I am obsessed with it. So for my next DIY, I grabbed this cute little heart-shaped decor piece from the Dollar Tree as well, and I'm not going to use this little red one. I went ahead and spray painted it off camera, but that was an unnecessary step. I thought it was going to look cute in the background of the roses, but it actually didn't look very good. I could have skipped that step, but it's okay. And I grabbed the roses that I used on my last project and just really literally wrapped them around, as you can see. Wrap them around all around the heart shape. And this was such an easy project. So easy, so simple to do, and it's so cute at the end. So the roses were actually $10.99 for 25 roses, which I thought it was worth it because they are so cute, and I was going to use them for more than one project. And I finished wrapping them all around the heart. And I wanted to show you guys that you can glue down the little diamonds that you get from the Dollar Tree and make it look extra blingy. I did not do that, surprisingly. And like I mentioned, I did not like how the trim looked through the sides and around the flowers, so I went ahead and trimmed that down, which was very unnecessary because I could have just taken it off at the beginning and I would not have taken all this time doing this. But it's just so cute, and this is how it looks like trimmed versus not trimmed. And now for the second part of this DIY, I went ahead and got one of these love signs, which I am obsessed with. I'm also going to be using some painter's tape, and I'm also going to be using some glitter. I actually got this one from Michael's. I had it in my craft stash, and I am going to use some Mod Podge and as well as a brush to brush on the Mod Podge. So first thing I do is cut off the little string because we're not going to be needing that, even though it's super cute. Then I grab the painter's tape and find the very, very middle, kind of, I kind of eyeballed it and just taped it down right there and made sure it's nice and firm in there, and Mod Podge this bottom part. I did do it section by section, so I started right here where the L is and added this really, really cute glitter, which is like a rose gold tone, which I am obsessed with. I use this glitter for a lot of projects. I actually got it a long time ago from Michael's, and I have used it for many, many projects, and it has lasted me a pretty long time. I don't remember the price, but if I do find it, I will link it down below if you guys are interested. And I continued this throughout the whole entire sign, and I did do a second coat. And I also sealed it lastly with some more Mod Podge right on top. So I want it to be sealed so that the glitter wouldn't really, fall off. Then I take off the tape. That is such a satisfying part of this project. Removing that tape and just let it dry off to the side. And lastly, I glued it down with some E6000 and hot glue, so make sure it was nice and glued down there, and it came out so beautiful, you guys. So for the very next project, I used this really cute Decor piece sign, and I'm actually going to take off the hearts from the actual ribbon. So I went ahead and did that to every single one of the hearts, and once I removed them, I did sand them a little bit off camera. This one I didn't sand it because it was my very first one, but I went ahead and painted every single heart white. I used some white acrylic paint that I had in hand, and I gave them about 3 coats each. Then I went ahead and pulled out these wooden hearts, which I already had, but Dollar Tree does have little hearts like this. They have the ones that have the double-sided on the back, and I did add some glitter to it with the Mod Podge. And I did this to about 7 of them off camera. So I did the same thing to the bigger ones as well as the smaller ones. And it's time to glue the little one right in the middle. So I kind of eyeballed the middle for each and every one of the hearts. And I did this so every single one. I did have 7 like I mentioned, but I only ended up using 5 for this project. And you guys will see later. And I didn't do anything to the back. I left the back just like that, but you can cover it if you want. You can paint it if you want. I didn't mind it because I'm not going to see that. So for my main base, for my garland, I'm going to use some twine. And I did have these little beads that I got from Amazon a while ago. And I also had pearls from Michael's. You can find these things at the Dollar Tree. I did make these tassels, which I'm going to show you how to make them as well, with some yarn, which Dollar Tree does have yarn, but as you can see right in the back there, I have that huge thing of yarn, and I did not need any more. So as you can see, I did make a bigger tassel. I did not like the way this came out, so I made the smaller ones, and I'm going to explain how you can make this bigger one as well. So I just took my phone and kind of wrapped the yarn around about 35 to 40 times. It depends on how thick you want it. I think I did mostly 38. And once you finish wrapping it all around, you go ahead and cut it off right to the side, and you want to kind of take it off from one side, not both sides, and leave your thumb right in there. Grab another piece of yarn and poke it through, and then tie it right there. Make sure that it's nice and not too tight, but tight enough, you know. So I did 2 knots, and you want to leave enough yarn at the top and cut that off right away. Then you want to get a little bit more yarn and cut it pretty big, because you are going to be wrapping it around the top here of the tassel. So you want to find, I would say, about 1 inch from the top and tie it right up there. I wouldn't say tie it too tight to begin with, because you want to kind of play around of where exactly you want it. And then once you find exactly where you want it, go ahead and tie it really, really good. Keep wrapping it around a few times, and then go ahead and tie it into a knot, and continue wrapping and tying into a knot until you think it's nice and firm enough. So now you want to put your scissors through the loops right in the middle of the loop and cut that off. If you see any other loops that were not cut, make sure you cut those as well. And now you have your tassel, but not really. You want to trim it down at the bottom. As you can see, this one's not trimmed down, and I went ahead and did that off camera. Then you want to take your twine and get a decent amount to make sure you measure it so it's going to fit wherever you want it or how big you want it. And I used my Cricut ruler to kind of help me count the spaces of where I wanted the heart. So first I glued down the first heart. I made sure to put a decent amount of glue, and make sure you are generous and have enough glue so that this doesn't fall off. I did take a little piece of cardstock, kind of measured it to glue it down and make it more so that it won't really come off and be more protected on the back part. So once I had my first heart, I went ahead and took the end of my twine and looped a little pearl, well, the biggest size pearl that I had, and then I counted about, I want to say 4 or 5 inches over here, and then added a little tiny bit of glue right there where I'm going to put the pearl, and slid it right into the glue and kind of pushed it a little bit towards the pearl, the inside of the hole of the pearl. So then I did the same thing with these little beads, and I slid it in. Then I kind of figured out where exactly I wanted it. I didn't want it too far from the pearl, because that's the look that I was looking for. And then I slid it right into the glue and kind of pulled the string towards the pearl, the inside of the pearl, so that it's, you know, stuck in there. So I did the same thing. I repeated this same step and adding the other little pearl. And I want to mention that, like I said, Dollar Tree does have pearls and stuff like that. Sometimes you can't find it if you go to different Dollar Tree stores. But if you go to Michael's and, you know, get a coupon and buy a big box of pearls, it's worth it, because it'll last you a pretty long time, and it's a lot of pearls. So I did have my pearls already. And as for the little beads, they have the colorful beads. They're like, you know, a whole bunch of different colors, and you would have to paint those. So that's why I decided to buy the ones that I bought on Amazon. So once I finished doing the steps that I told you, you know, gluing everything down to the twine, this is what I was left with. And I thought it was so cute. It looks super adorable just the way it is, but I wanted to add my little tassels because I did make them and I wanted to see how it would look. So I just literally tied it to see how it was going to end up looking. And I did the same thing to every single one. I did it in that space in between the heart and the pearls. And as you can see, there was leftover yarn hanging out. I kind of hid it to the back because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I ended up loving the way it looked. So I went ahead and cut those off. So cute. So for our next project, I went ahead and got one of these cups from the Dollar Tree that had a little straw, but I actually gave it to Adeline. She was playing around with it and I forgot to show it in the video. And one of these heart picks, pack of heart picks. I also have this ribbon, which I got from Hobby Lobby a while ago, and then it was only $3.99, but I used a coupon and I ended up getting it for $2 something. So I think it's worth it because you get so much ribbon and it's so cute. So I went ahead and glued that down to cover the little doggies. As cute as they are, I kind of wanted to make the jar look a little bit more elegant and put together. So I went ahead and covered that up with 2 pieces of yarn. And as you can see, you see the overlapping right there. I did cover that up later, but I did grab one of these little hearts and glued it right on the hole. This is like the perfect thing to do to make, like, I don't know, I thought of that idea. I thought it was gonna be super cute. And you make one of those cute jars that you buy at like Target or Home Goods, and you can spray paint the top if you'd like. I didn't end up spray painting it because I really like the look of it. So I was messing around to see what I wanted to do with covering that, you know, the little line there. So I was deciding whether I was gonna use the pearl trim that I got from the Dollar Tree or this lace ribbon that I got from Amazon, and this is how it ended up looking. It was so cute. I'm glad I decided to use the lace ribbon, and I will link that down below as well. I got it from Amazon and it's so cute. It looks so girly, so fun for Valentine's Day, and I really like this jar. I'm gonna put some candy in it, some little heart-shaped candy. So for the next project, I also ended up using that same lace ribbon that I told you guys about, and I got this from Amazon, and it's a pack of about 15 of them for only $10.99. That's like less than $1 for each, and I've used them for so many projects, and I love these ribbon. So then I grabbed the jar. I actually had this one already in hand, but Dollar Tree does have these kind of jars all of the time. And I get inspiration from something I saw at Michael's that was pretty similar to this. So I went ahead and grabbed my little lace ribbons and kind of played around to see which one I liked the most. And I actually went with this one because it was a lot more delicate and cute and elegant to me. So I had to wipe down the yarn because my little toddler got her little fingerprints all over it. She had grabbed the jar at a moment that I didn't realize, but yeah, and then I wanted to wipe it down, make it all clean before I started doing everything else. And as soon as it was nice and wiped down, I grabbed some Mod Podge, which I also grabbed from the Dollar Tree, and I started a little section of glue over here, and with my brush I brushed it all in. I found it as I did this more and more that brushing the Mod Podge right on top of the lace ribbon worked a lot faster and a lot easier rather than doing it directly on the jar and then adding the ribbon. So that was a lot easier. So I went ahead and started doing that, brushing it in all throughout the bottom of the yarn. And I did add a decent amount of Mod Podge so that, you know, it could stick really good on there. Once I got to this point where the ends met, I went ahead and cut it off right there and kind of try to blend it in to the other side. And it looked really cute. So this is what it looked like, and I just let it dry off to the side. And once it was dry, this is what it ended up looking like. Then I ended up grabbing, because I'm a little extra and I wanted to add more bling to it, I added my little bling trim that I had in my craft stash and added right to the middle. I also got that from Amazon. So I wanted to do kind of like a burlap little bow, but I didn't have any burlap ribbon, so I ended up using yarn. And I played around with my bow until I got it to my liking. and I'm obsessed with the jar. Then I grabbed these little diamond. They have the little heart shape, the little kissy shaped diamonds. The Dollar Tree one my friend actually got for me. Thank you so much, Jackie. And the other one I got from Hobby Lobby. And since I was going for more like the pink tones and all of that, I kind of saved my red ones off to the side, and I was gonna keep those for another future project. Then I grabbed my little favorite roses that I found from the Dollar Tree. I'm so obsessed with them. And I folded over the stem to kind of fit in the jar, fluff them up a little bit, and I used two of them. So I used the only two that I found at the store. And I went ahead and started adding my little diamonds, my little heart-shaped ones, and I mixed it up with the Dollar Tree one and the Hobby Lobby one. And it came out so cute, so adorable. I am obsessed with this DIY, and I'm gonna go ahead and I already have an idea of where to put it. So perfect, not only for Valentine's Day but for any other time. It's so cute, so girly. I think it's really cute for my office, so once it's not Valentine's Day I might put it in my office somewhere. Super cute. So for this next DIY, I went ahead and grabbed one of those jars, like craft bottles, that's what they're called, and I took off the little label. And I'm going to be using the same lace ribbon. Like I said, I used it for so many projects, and I love that lace ribbon. And I'm actually going to be covering up the whole entire bottle, the whole entire jar, with this ribbon. So I chose my favorite ones, and I don't know if you can see that there, but I cut them to size, kind of played around with the ones that I wanted, and once I decided which ones I wanted, I started going to town and started to glue them with the Mod Podge. And like I said, I did find that working with doing this project, it was easier to just put it directly on top of the ribbon and kind of move it around as you go, and add the Mod Podge with your brush it right on top instead of putting it directly on the bottle and then adding the ribbon. It was so much easier to do it that way, and I made sure to brush in a decent amount of Mod Podge like I mentioned in the previous DIY, and I brushed in one last layer, one last coat of Mod Podge, then let it dry off to the side. Now I'm going to use the same pearls that I got from Michael's. These are actually different than the other ones that I have, but like I said, I have a lot of little craft items in my craft stash, so I had those, and also will use the little diamond trim. And I did this, I went ahead and glued it with some E6000 and did this beautiful shape, and I thought it came out so cute. Like I said, you can find little pearls at the Dollar Tree. They do have those type of flat ones, but I haven't seen the big ones like these. I've only seen the smaller ones. So that would take a lot more work and a lot more time consuming, but it'd still be cute if you want to do it that way. Moving right along to this next DIY, I use this heart-shaped box that I also grabbed from the Dollar Tree. And this is really cute. But I went ahead and off camera spray painted it white. And I did the same thing that I did with the first DIY with the foam, and, poked it through. I built it up and added more foam because I wanted it to be rised up. And I added these flowers that I had in my craft stash, but I didn't end up liking it. I didn't end up liking how it looked. So I went with these little ones, which I was obsessed with. And I got these from Michael's or Hobby Lobby a long time ago. And then I didn't have enough. So I ended up playing around to see what I would do. I was thinking about doing that big rose in the middle, but I didn't really like the idea. So I went with these little small roses that I had from Amazon, which I used in my first DIY as well. So I will link those down below. So moving on, I used one of these beautiful mailboxes from the Dollar Tree and one of these heart-shaped wood blank. I also took one of my vinyl rolls. You can probably use one of your napkin rolls, like the tube left over from whenever you're done with your Bounty napkins and all of that. You can grab one at the Dollar Tree. So I ended up painting my mailbox, and I gave it about 3 or even 4 coats. I don't remember because I was using acrylic paint. So I wanted it to be a very nice cover look. And once I finished and let it dry, I did grab one of my leftover glittered hearts to glue it right there. And I had this ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby. Yes, I get a lot of my ribbon from Hobby Lobby because they have the cutest little ribbon. Like I said, Dollar Tree has some amazing, beautiful ribbon that you guys can work with. I just decided to go with these because it was more my style, and that's what I wanted to go with. And this one I actually got it in the floral section as well as the other pink one. And if I find them, like I said, I will link them down below. And then again, I'm using my beautiful blush pink ribbon. It's so cute, such a girly color. If anybody knows me, you know that I am super girly. So I went ahead and went over and decided to go with both of these ribbons, overlapping this one on top of each other. And I went ahead and glued those down right in the middle of my mailbox. I thought this was going to be such a cute look. Very delicate, and I am obsessed with the way these came out. So I wanted to make sure that this was nice and tight and centered, and glued it very well on there. And once I did that, I took a little piece of vinyl. I could have painted this little piece, but I decided to just get a piece of vinyl. It was going to be quicker. And right on top of the red heart, I glued the little wooden heart, the glittered one of the extra ones that I had. And as you can see right here, this is kind of floppy. It's kind of like falling forward. So I needed to do something about that. And I took one of these little double-sided pop-up little thingies that you can get from the Dollar Tree as well. I was going to hot glue it, but I wanted to be able to take it off and do that as well. And with the same ribbon, off camera, I went ahead and made this really cute bow to add to the front of my mailbox. If you want to know how I make this bow, let me know so I can show it in one of my videos in the future. But I made it off camera because I wanted to be quicker, and this video was already too long. So I went ahead and glued down the bottom part of my mailbox, and this is how it came out, you guys. I am so obsessed. I showed a lot of my friends and they have been going crazy over it and they love it. So that is my mailbox. So the very last DIY, I grabbed one of these hearts as well, and I ripped off the little paper that they had on top. You can rip that off, just kind of pick at it from the corners, and you can sand it down if you like, but I thought it was easier to do that. And I painted it. I painted it white with my acrylic paint. I did use a lot of my acrylic paint for all of these DIYs, so I ended up buying another one at the store. So I did paint the sides, I painted the back. That was my first step. Once I let that dry, I went ahead and grabbed some glitter, and I mixed a bunch of glitters that I had in my craft stash. Some of these are from the Dollar Tree. Some of these are just glitters that I have from a while ago that I have from different stores like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, all those type of stores. This one in particular is from the Dollar Tree, the little packets. And this one I had from Target, the Target dollar spot. And I mixed them up because I wanted it to be like a fun mix, kind of rose gold looking tones. So I added the pinks, the whites, the silvers, and I wanted it to look really cute. So then I covered up the whole entire heart with Mod Podge, and I added my glitter. I did this about 2 or 3 times, making sure that this was a nice full cover. And I kept transferring from plate to plate, and this was so cute already the way it was. But I wanted to grab these, which I also grabbed from the Dollar Tree. They're little sequins. I grabbed some of my little pearls, and then these that I had from Michael's, that they are like these little beads. Dollar Tree does have similar beads, but I already had these, so I might as well not had to use them. So I thought I was gonna dunk everything in a cup and then you know, add the Mod Podge and then dunk it right on top of the heart. But then I decided to take out the pearls because that was going to be too heavy and it wasn't going to stay with this type of glue. So I went ahead and added the Mod Podge, and I did dunk a big amount of the little, you know, sequins and all of that. And surprisingly, a lot of them did stay in there. But there was a little bit of empty spots that I wanted to cover up. So I took my E6000 glue and added the rest of them and the pearls. And it actually ended up looking so cute. This was one of my favorite DIYs. So that's it for this video, you guys. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. These were so cute. I am so obsessed. And they all came out super cute. And I worked really hard to make sure that these were kind of to my liking and really cute. I also did come across a few problems with posting this video. So this video did go up a lot later than I anticipated. So I do apologize about that. But I still hope you guys enjoy these DIYs and would like to recreate them in the future. They are just too adorable, and a lot of these items to me look like they're store-bought, or you will buy them at one of those high-end stores. And yeah, if you would like me to do more DIYs in the future, please tell me down below so I can know that you guys liked my DIYs. And throughout these tough times, we need a little bit of light, a little bit of happiness. So doing DIY, if that helps you stress relieve or makes you smile, definitely do so. Because with everything going on, I hope that everyone is making sure that they take care of their mental health and well-being and their families. So I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day and all of the holidays to come, and that your day is full of love, because Valentine's Day is all about love.
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time.
Okay, you guys, so that was it for all of the DIYs. I really hope you guys enjoyed all of them. They are super cute. Like I said, they are so my style. And the best thing about DIYing and crafting is that you can make your own style, whatever is your favorite color. If you like to decorate with just the reds for Valentine's Day, or if you like to decorate neutral, if you want to go with like this type of vibe, just neutral, like I said, no pinks, no reds. Whatever is your style, you go with it. So that's the best thing about crafting. I love DIYing. That being said, I want to apologize for this video being a little bit later than I anticipated. I did run into some issues, but I'm glad I got it out here for you guys because I love these DIYs. Please give me a thumbs up, like I said, if you liked any of these items or if you liked all of them. Please comment down below which one was your favorite, and if you're going to be DIYing any of it or something similar, or if you got inspiration from any of my DIYs, comment down below which one and what you're inspired to do. I would love to know, and I would love to see pictures if you want to tag me on Instagram. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to stick around because I will be posting kind of the house tour, like decorated house tour, or kind of decorate with me video, Valentine's Day decorated house tour, or decorate with me. I'm super excited for that video. I love decorating for all the type of holidays. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Bye guys. Mwah.